I have exciting news to share, and that is that after consideration and conversations with Dale Earnhardt Jr., I have decided to take his offer with just 2 races remaining in the season. I will be headed to Junior Motorsports to drive the number 15 Chevrolet next season in the NASCAR Cup Series. Hello everybody and welcome back to our brand new episode of our NASCAR 25 Career Mode, and I am very hopeful you're all having a great day and so excited to cap off this season strong and kick off season 2 with the iconic Dale Earnhardt Jr. owning our team. Kind of brings back deja vu to the Heat 5 Career Mode a little bit, and there's going to be some pushback. Of course, Tricon unfortunately found out very late that we are going to actually be leaving their team, and this is going to have a lot of problems that is going to come into this team. And yeah, they right now don't have a full-time driver kind of plan to be in that car for next season. So I'm hopeful that I didn't just completely screw this team over to a point where they might have to cut back on their program, but we'll wait and see. But at the end of the day, I mean, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to race for Dale Earnhardt Jr., and I have decided, like I said, to have taken that opportunity. So yeah, really unfortunate situation all around for, of course, Tricon, but like I said, you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day, and we'll be trying to win races with a direct link to Hendrick Motorsports as well. That's going to be a great opportunity for us and this team. But what is focusing on here this weekend is the Final Four. 4 drivers will be eliminated today here in Martinsville, and 4 drivers will go on to fight for a championship now. And we know, of course, Ryan Blaney, one of the drivers in right now. He is actually the last driver in the Final Four coming into this weekend. He has an only 7-point advantage over Chase Briscoe and an 8-point advantage over Chris Buescher. Both drivers trying to fight their way in. Chase Elliott, he's got himself out by 24 points, and Tyler Reddick, he's in a must-win scenario to move on into the next round of the playoffs. Now, Christopher Bell, of course, as well, he's 3rd place in the championship 4 currently, and then the top 2 of Denny Hamlin and William Byron, they would need a lot of things to go wrong to find themselves out, so we're not really focused on them, but we're really focused on Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell. Maybe things would have to kind of go wrong for him as well, but right off the bat here in qualifying, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney will share the front row, Byron in 3rd, Chase Elliott in 4th. There's a little bit of hope there, but his problem is Christopher Bell is in the top 10 as well, as Buescher's down there in the mid-teens. Tyler Reddick's got some work to do as well. We qualified 26 here, so some work to do for us as well, as Martinsville been a bit of a tough track for us so far in this career mode, and in some recent races that's looked very good. Looks like we might have our work cut out for us again this weekend here in Martinsville to get ourselves back into that top 20. We're ready to go racing though, nonetheless. Now the music going in the background, and we are ready to get behind the wheel of this Tricon Garage number 85 Boost Mobile Toyota Camry one more time this season before we head into Phoenix and the season finale, and we are ready to fire the engines and go racing for 125 laps. Starting on the outside lane, not where you want to be here, P26, and unfortunately this is why you don't want to be P26 on the outside. You go green in the middle of the corner, and it is so hard to replicate what the AI can do, where they can just slam the throttle and go. As we kick things off here though, 32 laps of racing here from Martinsville, and like I said, not been a great track for me, so we've had a lot of success in the last 10 or so races of this career mode. We have made some serious leaps and gains as a team, and with the equipment, and we come here into this weekend and we've got still very solid equipment as you saw, but it's still a track that I've struggled at a little bit here, so I know it's not going to be an easy weekend, and we got the sponsor goal of a top 25. I think we should be able to run top 25. I'm really just trying to run top 20. I had set a goal originally last episode in Talladega. I said let's run top 15 for these final 2 races, but it's not going to be easy here this weekend in Martinsville. I found that out pretty quickly, and I had made another adjustment. We had really worked on the car in practice, and after qualifying I made another adjustment on the brake bias. Actually, I lowered the brake bias and shifted it more towards the rear of the car so I can really drive it into the corner and then get the car to rotate off the or in the center of the corner was really what I was looking for. And I can tell you what, it was handling overall a lot better, and in the center of the corner I was able to get the car to do pretty well exactly what I wanted, which was get it to rotate. But my new problem was with the wedge being as low as it was in the 49 range, I was getting a little bit too loose on the exit of the corner. So although I had great rotation in the center, I couldn't maximize the potential on the exit just because of the rear end sliding around. So we are going to have to make some adjustments come the end of the stage, and we're continuing to just kind of fight here around 24th and 25th, and Eric Jones had gotten to my inside, and he'll pass us, both myself and Austin Dillon actually here on the run into turn 1 as we'll get back in front of the 2 of Cindric and get back down to the inside line there, and we would pass the 3 of Austin Dillon right back here alongside him on the run into turn 1, lap 10 of 32 here in stage 1. Around goes the 71 of Michael McDowell. Caution's gonna fly, and for no good reason, Michael McDowell somehow still scored in front of me, even though we passed him like 2 seconds before the caution actually came out. So that, unfortunately, will put us on the outside here in P24. And we will stay out. Everybody's going to stay out. We'll get ready to go back racing here from Martinsville now. And yeah, I mean, not where I want to be again, on the outside lane. And we know we're going to be going green in the middle of the corner. So as we put the throttle down from first gear, I just have to be so patient and delicate. And we get cleared by the 71 and the 3 before we got even to the start-finish line. As we'll pull right back alongside the 3 though. But we know we're going to be in that lane that is not preferred here in Martinsville. We need to get down to the inside, which we do find a hole between the 3 and the 21. A bit of a shot to the back of the 3 right there as we get back alongside the 71 of Michael McDowell. Already coming up on halfway through this first and opening stage as we continue to run this inside line here. Now right to the left rear of the 43 of Eric Jones now. And obviously, I mean, we are really just focused on when we don't have a very competitive car this weekend, and it's mainly because of my struggles this time. It's not the car problem, it's a me problem here in Martinsville. So really now the focus shifts to, okay, hold on. Well, the 21 just ran around behind us. So the caution's going to come out again. Josh Berry goes for a spin. Second caution for cause here in stage 1. We all stay out again because we do not need to pit to make it to the end of the stage. But I was just about to say that the focus is now shifting towards just making sure that we run in that top 25 to meet that sponsor objective. And again, we're on the outside in P22 this time. We moved up 2 spots each time by the time we got to a point of a restart, and we got a little bit better of a launch right there now as we come through to just over 10 laps to go here in Martinsville in stage number 1. Todd Gilliland to the inside. Josh Berry, the guy that just wrecked, he's now to my inside on the run here into turn number 3. We'll be side by side with the Cheddars. Number 8 of Kyle Busch off the exit of turn 4. Gilliland still alongside us now, and actually behind me is my part-time teammate there, Martin Truex Jr., and we were briefly 3 wide, and that pushes us out of the groove. And well, there goes 2 positions now, and Ty Dillon as well to my inside as we head down into turn number 3. He's going to have an opportunity as well to be able to get past us now as we head down this front straightaway side by side with the 56 Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry. 10 to go in stage 1. Denny Hamlin is in control early on in this race, looking very good to solidify himself in the final 4 and go chase that first Cup Series championship after all these years. Could 2025 be the season for Denny Hamlin? Now 7 wins to the season for Denny Hamlin, and of course 61 wins overall in his career. The last 2 races, however, have gone to Kyle Larson, who was eliminated in the round of 12 after the Charlotte Roval meltdown for that number 5 team. But Larson won in Las Vegas, and then he banked it up and finally picked up his first super speedway win last episode in Talladega. Of course, it kind of came at the downfall of myself and Ryan Blaney there racing on the exit of turn 4 down the front straightaway. A really unfortunate ending in Talladega. But we have got just a couple laps to go here in stage 1, and we have managed to kind of hang on to the top 25, but definitely I'm 100% certain we can make some gains here, and we're going to make some changes at the end of the stage. And you know, with the wedge and tire pressures, as well as Denny Hamlin is already coming through to win stage 1, and we're just playing defense over Stenhouse here in that Hayek Motorsports number 47, waiting for 10th place across the line. There it is. We end up 23rd here in stage number 1. Chris Buescher down there in 21st, not picking up any stage points as we'll come in for tires as well as fuel, but mainly making some adjustments from 49.5 on the wedge. We'll go up to 50.0, and I decided to go up a little bit on the tire pressures for the right sides. And unfortunately, guess who gains 1 spot in the pit lane and gets a restart again on the outside it's me. We'll go back green for stage number 2. We're underway, and one thing I noticed here in stage number 1, Christopher Bell, he did not pick up any stage points. Now, Chase Elliott was P5, I think, in stage number 1. So, Christopher Bell, well outside of the top 10 after starting inside the top 10. Ryan Blaney's been running up front. He's actually just dropped to 3rd behind his teammate of Joey Logano. But Elliott's been top 5, Bell outside of the top 10. And if we were to end stage 2 in the same fashion, this would start to change the narrative a little bit from, well, Ryan Blaney being the last guy in to Christopher Bell being the last guy in. And Bell would start to feel a little bit of pressure to the number 9 of Chase Elliott here as we continue on now at this point. Lap 3 of 32, Tyler Reddick in a must-win scenario. Well, we're passing him. It's not looking good for him. So we were up to P21, and we were running down Christopher Bell, who had dropped to 20th place in that DeWalt number 20 Toyota Camry, and things are not looking good. You can tell Bell is struggling. I mean, he's not even running the bottom right now, and we are getting closer and closer, rolling up to the back of that number 20 here, and I think it's just going to be a matter of time until we're able to pass him. But Ty Dillon, he's able to get to the inside of me now as we roll through one, and you can see I am sliding, and the adjustments we have made have been the wrong ones. We have gone the wrong direction in this car on specifically, I think, the tire pressures. I think we made a good call moving up the wedge, but by moving the right side tire pressures literally just up 1 click to 17.5, it has completely thrown the grip away on this number 85, and I am sliding and struggling, and as soon as we thought we were going forwards, no, we're going backwards. We've been passed by the 56 of Truex, and we dropped down to 24th position. And it doesn't look like it's going to end there either. I've got a mirror full now of Cole Custer, JJ Yaley even, and Custer is going to get to my inside here into turn 3 with just 20 laps to go in stage 2, and I mean, we're just on the struggle bus. So now it's like, okay, we're going to have to get another pit stop. We would fortunately get to fight to the inside of Cole Custer and pass him back, but we're going to need another pit stop. We're going to reverse the tire pressures and put them all back at 15 PSI, and then what I'm going to do next is make the wedge adjustment go even higher up, and I think that's pretty well all we can kind of do at this point, and then, you know, just hope for the best. As we continue on here in 24th, we cut straight through to lap 27 of the stage, and we had gone nowhere. Still running 24th, but with 5 to go in the stage, Josh Berry has run me back down. He's to my inside. Denny Hamlin is working his way through lap traffic, and he is in just pure dominant form here today in Martinsville, a track he's had so much success at. But Denny Hamlin, fortunately for me, comes through to win stage 2 with a car between himself and I of Austin Cindric, so we will not go a lap down, thank goodness. And we will hold on to 25th here as we just wait for 10th place across the line one more time. There it is in a very simple stage, but I mean, yeah, things weren't good right there. We basically went nowhere, so we're going to come in again and make some adjustments on this car. Tire pressures will go back, like I said, to 15 PSI on the right sides to match the left side tires, but the wedge, I'm going to go up to like a 50.5. Oh no, we went 2 clicks on the tire pressures there. We went to 20, so 50.5 on the wedge, 15 PSI on all the tires. Let's hope it will make a nice difference as we'll restart finally for the first time all day long on the inside. Here we go. One more stage of racing. Christopher Bell outside of the top 10 again in stage number 2. Terrible restart for us right there. Chase Elliott was up in P2, by the way. He gained 9 points on the number 20 of Christopher Bell, who is now the last driver in the championship 4. And if things continue to go the way they are, and look up in front, I can see Bell way out of the groove, and that DeWalt number 20 not looking good right off the bat. There is some hope for Chase Elliott to race his way in to the championship 4. And coming into this race, Chase Elliott was, well, behind Christopher Bell. We're talking 33 points here this weekend. He needs to outscore the 20 by 34 points to get himself into the championship 4. That is going to be much easier said than done. However, in stage 1 and 2, Chase Elliott has, I believe, obviously we have no way to guarantee, but I believe he has picked up 14 stage points to Christopher Bell's 0. And as we continue to run, we have clearly made the right adjustments because we are marching our way forward. And who's going backwards? The DeWalt number 20. We are passing Christopher Bell. We just passed him easily. Bell outside of the top 20 just about now. And of course, if Elliott's gained 14 points on that 33-point margin that he was behind, he needs to beat Christopher Bell. Well, he needs to gain 19 points right here in stage 3. And as it runs right now, he is doing exactly that. It is going to be close. There is a chance Chase Elliott could make the Final Four. It has been a winless season for the Napa Auto Parts 9 team, and it's looking like it somehow could still turn into an opportunity for a championship now as we are side by side with Busher. Kind of leaning on the 17 a little bit, saying, hey, I still haven't forgotten Gateway, by the way, and your comments that you made towards us, but we'll clear Busher. We are a bit under pressure, though, from his teammate of Ryan Priest, and Priest would actually get to my inside here down the back straightaway on lap 74, so we're going to lose out to him as we were trying to run down our teammate of Martin Truex Jr., but we clearly have gone in the right direction. It's just right now not quite enough still, and I really don't think we can go much further as Christopher Bell has continued to fall down the order. He is no longer even in the top 22. He's 23rd and about to lose another spot in my mirror. I can see to Van Gisbergen as we have gotten again to the back of our teammate of Truex now, and we as we continue with these laps, we went green in all of stage 2, and as we have an absolutely huge save. Oh my goodness, big slide out of turn 2. We save it, but I was just about to say, I mean, there's a chance of green flag pit stops here in this third stage, and Christopher Bell has continued to fall out of the top 25. He's no longer even in the top 25, and this is worst case scenario, and it's looking real good for Chase Elliott right now in this playoff picture. Chase Briscoe as well has been having a decent race, but Chase Elliott has also found a way as it runs right now to outpoint the 19. So Briscoe looking like he might not be that driver that was first below the cut line to jump in. It looks like it's going to be Chase Elliott as things run, but we still got some racing, just under 30 to go, and we are about to kick off the pit cycle here from P20, and we'll be coming in now at the end of lap 98. Our crew chief recommends 4 tires and a can and a half, but I wanted one more adjustment. 51.5 on the wedge, a big change there from 50.5, and we are going to be the first driver to kick off green flag pit stops. We'll get down to 40 miles per hour right here, and we'll come in and we'll get these 4 Goodyears on, and we'll see what we can do now with a bit of an undercut strategy as well. Maybe we'll gain another position or 2 as we get ready for the final push here, as we hope for no caution between now and the rest of these drivers pitting. Denny Hamlin, the leader, comes into the pit, stands over the lead to the number 5 of Kyle Larson. Could Kyle Larson go 3 in a row here in the round of 8, which would be heartbreaking considering he missed the round of 8, as we're now going to start driving our way through some traffic. It all comes down to this. This pit stop is so important for Chase Elliott, for Christopher Bell as well, and we've got just over 20 laps to go here in this race now from Martinsville Speedway, and things are looking real good for the number 9 as we continue on. 25 laps to go now. Kyle Larson waiting for him to pit. He has yet to come in. There's Denny Hamlin, so that will be the net leader. So we come out in front of Denny Hamlin, and we're racing with Kyle Busch, waiting for him to pit, but he's not pitting yet. Unfortunately for me, Truex comes out just in front of me, so it looks like the undercut has gotten us pretty well nowhere for the most part. There might still be some other drivers we do undercut. Truex caught up behind the 43. I say thank you very much. We dive up the inside. We'll take that position away now. As Denny Hamlin, I can see him in my mirror. He is about to be all over us now and putting us officially a lap down, unfortunately, now as we continue on, trying to hold him off, but it's just not going to happen now as we currently run in 19th, but I think we might still gain another spot or 2 as Denny Hamlin is to my inside. He'll pass us now and put us a lap down in the final 20 laps of racing, and as the pit cycle runs its course, Priest is going to come out right in front of us. That is for position, but he's going to have quite a bit fresher tires than myself now, so we will settle in 19th, and behind us, Ty Gibbs on fresher tires has run down Truex and is passing him and is running me down. So 18th is where we actually do officially end up cycling out. And unfortunately, I think Ty Gibbs is about to get us because I'm going to have absolutely nothing for him. And I'm just going to leave the door open because, yeah, look at the speed difference right now with the 54. Ty Gibbs is going to go through and he'll take the position. We'll drop down now into the 19th spot. And now the question is, can we at least hold on to 19th as we actually give a bit of a shot there to the back of the 54. Kyle Larson behind us would eventually pass us as well. And as things run right now, Chase Elliott is in P3. I don't know where Christopher Bell is as the running goes. We'll have to wait and see, but I do know Chase Elliott is in 3rd place.
Clear high.
So as we come up on the final 10 laps here from Martinsville, we have done a lot of work on this Boost Mobile Toyota Camry today, and you know what? I mean, hanging on to P19 right now is, I'm pretty happy with that. As Chase Elliott goes through into P3, here comes Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney has done everything right as well today. He will be in that championship 4. It's going to be Hamlin, it's going to be Blaney, it's going to be Byron, and the big question is, who's going to be the last one in? Is it going to be Elliott, or is it going to be Briscoe, or is it going to be Christopher Bell? That's the big question, but I am leaning towards that number 9 of Chase Elliott at this point now, as we've got now just 6 coming to 5 laps to go in this race here from Martinsville. Here comes Joey Logano as well, approaching my back bumper there. We'll leave the door open for him to go to the inside now, and at this point, like I said, just trying to hold off my teammate Martin Truex Jr., who's not close enough to make a move. 2 laps to go from Martinsville. Denny Hamlin looking for yet another win here now as he comes through to the white flag, a track he's had so much success at. And he could DNF this race and still make the championship 4 right now as he heads down the back straightaway. We exit turn 4, 1 lap to go for us, but Denny Hamlin is going to do it. He's going to be fighting for his first Cup Series championship next episode in Phoenix in the finale in the final ever playoff format. And Hamlin wins in Martinsville as we head down into turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Larson 2nd, Elliott 3rd. Is it enough to make it back to the championship 4? 19th place for us here in Martinsville. An overall very solid day, but obviously the focus is on Elliott in 3rd. Where's Briscoe? Briscoe's in 12th. And I believe he's going to be behind Chase Elliott in the points. And Christopher Bell, we got to keep scrolling. Oh boy, 23rd. And Chase Elliott has outpointed Christopher Bell, I can confirm, by 2 points. And on top of that, I can also confirm, looking after the post-race points tally, Briscoe actually came up 1 point behind Christopher Bell. So Chase Elliott gets into the final championship 4 spot by 2 points over Christopher Bell, and Briscoe misses it by 3. And then, of course, the other guys, you know, Busher and Reddick weren't even really in the conversation. So Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Elliott will fight for a championship come next episode in our final race with this Tricon Garage team before we head off to Junior Motorsports next season. That's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.